All right, so welcome. I am Shantae with CompletelyCraftybyChanti, and I just want to welcome you to my page. And we're going to make a Christmas wreath today. I know it's early, but for crafters, I'm a little behind because I had a really big event this past weekend, so I was working on some fall and Halloween. If you guys are out there, please come on in and say hello. So what we're going to work on is this wooden sign. Hey, Donna. It says, "Have yourself a merry little Christmas." And I took a little of each of the things that are in the sign, the red and black buffalo check, the animal print, then the black and white buffalo check. So what we're going to do, the Woodland Ruffle. I did cut some of the pieces already. I am running solo today. Susan was editing some of her pictures that she did, and my husband has basketball practice. So I am all by myself. So I hope you come on in so that I'm not alone for too long. So what I'm working with is this wooden sign. I'm using the wire frame from the dollar store, and then I am using two different 10-inch mesh. One is a black mesh that has accents of red, and then I just picked a solid red as well. And what I'm going to do is alternate those colors. I've already cut out, and I'm holding them down because the black and white check seems to be, the ribbon seems a little bit softer, so it was rising up, and I didn't like that, so I was holding it down with my jar. So I've already cut out the animal print and the check, so I'm going to cut the red and black buffalo check. I'm using my perfect tail. And I just need 9 of these. I hope everyone is doing well. And cut the ribbons at 12 inches. Hi, Marianne. Thanks for joining. How are you this evening? We're working on a Christmas wreath. I've cut some of the supplies already, but I thought I would save some so that you guys could see what I've done. We're going to be using the Woodland Ruffle method. Let's get rid of this. This is the sign we're working with. It says, "Have yourself a merry little Christmas." Hey, Rodella. And we're using this work frame. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 ties in each of the sections, 2 on the bottom ring and 1 on the top. So we'll go ahead and get that done. You could just as easy get a pre-made work form, but I have 3 craft shows coming up, so I'm trying to cut down my price point just a little. Hi, Bonita. Welcome. Just to make sure that I have a variety of price points. I had my very first big show this weekend in Thurmont, and I did really well. I am so grateful for those that purchase from me. I did hear a lot about, you know, they wanted some that fit between their screens. So I will be focusing on that for the next 3 shows. And also, some people, they didn't purchase the $34 ones, but they also didn't want to purchase the higher end. But then I had some people who did. And so you just never know. So I'm just going to try to make a variety so that everybody gets to purchase something. Sorry. Move some of this out so you can see what I'm doing. And I'll probably move that basket because once I start doing the ruffles, you're not going to be able to see either because it'll be hidden. So I will make room. I don't know where everybody is located, but I'm in West Virginia. And it was 78 degrees today. I was like, what is going on? I thought it was supposed to be fall. I was like, I don't understand it. I want the trees to have the pretty colors, but it's not happening. But I'm not going to complain because I don't mind, the warm weather, but I was just expecting some fall. But if we can keep this, I do one of my events, there wasn't any room on the inside, so it's the first week in November, so I have to do it outside. So I am praying that it's not cold. That'll probably be the first fall day with low temperatures, but I'm praying that it's not. All right, we are almost done making the base. So again, I did 2 ties on the bottom and 1 on the top. And I am going to move some of this out of the way just so that you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to leave my sign, but I've already pre-made my bow. So I'll leave that here. And then what I'm going to do is just, so when it's time, okay. All right, so my little rotary, I'm going to close that up because I have cut myself many a time, and I don't want to be bleeding on while I'm live. So what we're going to do is it's a combination. It's the Woodland Ruffle. I cut the mesh at 34 inches. So I'm going to start with and I'm going to use my Go Eagles clip. So I'm just going to roll this like 3 times just to give it a little curl. And then I'm going to clip it. And I'm going to turn it around and do the same thing. It automatically wants to curl inward, so I'm just going to continue with that. And so what I'm going to do is just from the middle here, I'm just going to and a nice little ruffle and curl combination. And I'm just going to pull it up a little bit. So then I'm going to do, again, the same thing. I'm going to just let it roll 3 times. Clip it. I should have put on my apron. And then I'm just going to gather it up in the middle. We'll see how this combination goes. I thought instead of having all of black, if we had a little bit of red, that would work. And I'm just going to pull this side up a little bit so that closes the gap. How was everyone's day? I'm still recovering from the weekend, but it's a good day. Comments aren't staying, so I'm not sure. Oh my goodness, not the squirrels. I thought we had a squirrel in our house the other week. I've not heard it again, but it definitely sounded like there was something crawling. I think in the gutter, but you tired? My event was Saturday and Sunday, so I took off on Monday so that I would be able to at least relax my brain. I didn't craft anything, but I did straighten up, put the fall things away, and the Christmas has been idling in the hallway for a couple of weeks now, so I will be working on some Christmas things to get my inventory up. I have an online event the first weekend in November, and then I also have the same day I have an event in Berryville, so that should be fun. I did an event in Berryville, the same place, in the spring, and it was nice. So I'm praying that we'll have another successful event. In one of my groups today, I saw someone said that they made their first Etsy sale, so that's always exciting. I had made a couple of Etsy sales, but they were from my Aunt Donna. So when I got my first non-family member Etsy sale, I was really happy. Oh, so you bought a new artificial tree this year and trying to decide. I know. Oh, nice. I know. I made a fall mannequin just to take to display at my booth on Saturday, and I had someone approach me asking if I would do one for Christmas. Well, she wanted to buy that one, but I told her that it was for display, and I really didn't know like how much I would charge because I was making it for myself, so I didn't really know how much I had put into it. Rudella, you might want to just use your old one this year and then wait at the end of the year when the Christmas items go on sale to pick a whole new color scheme when it might be a little less expensive. Although, I don't know, I think Michael's, I don't know if their ribbon or their Christmas ornaments are on sale, but I know some things were like 40% off, so if you can get it on sale, then that would be great. But at the end of the year, when everything is on sale, at the end of the season, when everything is on sale, that's a perfect time to buy new ornaments for your tree. Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah, I'll probably be going to Hobby Lobby this weekend to get some more my husband's brother is coming for a visit, so he can occupy Trent, and so he won't know how much I spent. So I'll go to Hobby Lobby by myself. You're absolutely right, Rudella. Things are going fast. If you don't get it when you see it, don't expect to see it when you go back, because things are moving quickly, and they're not ordering as much because of COVID. So, and a lot of things are still stuck at the shipyards. Oops. Need to put on that apron because I'm getting stuck. I can totally relate. My husband bought me a gift card to Home Goods. The first time I went, I had the card and then I forgot I had it, but it was too late because I'd already paid for it. Oh no. We are almost finished our base. And I only cut enough for the bottom ring just so that you could see what I was doing. Well, at least I cut it. I hope I cut enough. I am using the Woodland Ruffle method. And although my workstation is really, you know, big, it's just not big enough. Next week, next Friday is my anniversary, and we've taken the week off. We're not going anywhere. We'll probably just have a staycation. So I may or may not be live next Wednesday. I might pre-record a video, but I will see what our plans are for Wednesday. If we're going to be close by, then I can still do it. But if we plan to go to Virginia, then I will make sure that I pre-record a video. I was also I got a new calendar because I was putting my cousin's birthday. He's having a 50th birthday party, so I was putting it on the calendar, and I was looking because my mother's birthday is February 22nd, and I did my very first live on her birthday. And I was like, I cannot believe a whole year has gone by. It just amazes me. Oh, thank you. So I'm trying to think. I want to do something very special on her birthday. One, to celebrate her birthday, but also to celebrate 1 year of doing live. I did it scared, and I'm still doing it scared, you know. I'm not quite as comfortable, especially now. I'm feeling like I have to, you know, talk a lot because Susan's not here with me. But, you know, I'm an introvert, so this is definitely stepping outside my comfort zone, but I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and being kind and talking so that I'm not always talking to myself. All right. Hey, John. Thanks for joining. All right, so this is the last one. thanks, Frudella. All right, so here we have our base, our first layer of the base. And so what I'm going to do, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to stretch it. Oh. Oh. So I, because the sign has this animal print, I decided to match these up. And I'm just folding them in half. And I'll try to go to the side so that you can see. I know the wreath bases. And then I'm just going to make a little bird out of it. And I'm going to put the black and white check inside this, the black. John, that was a nice wreath. I'm glad you enjoying it. And then, because this is, I'm using pipe cleaner, I'm going to go ahead and cut the extra off. And then tuck the excess underneath. And then I'm just going to spread out the tails. All right, and then we're just going to alternate the colors. I had a nice little system, but my space wasn't the best, and so no store, all handmade. Right. I don't know how many people wanted to buy my logo sunflower. So I made one just like it without a sign. And it was one of my higher price items. And I just really made it just, to display. I wasn't expecting, anyone to purchase it. But it was one of the first items to go. So I was like, thank you, Lord. John, I missed your comment. What did you say? Oops. I think Donna already did, John. I don't know if she was stalking you on Facebook, but she sent me a picture. And when I say stalk in a good way. I know, right, John? You gotta love her. She was helping me keep track of the items that I sold. Like, she knew before I did. Yes, it's okay. I would like to say too, the people who organized the area where I had my booth were awesome. My neighbors were awesome. All the vendors, you could tell the ones that have been doing it for a long time, and they provided, some advice. So next year, my goal is, I've already talked to the person that I want to get a double booth so that I have more room to spread out. Because although this space is 12 by 12, once you get 3 people in that space, it gets a little tight. So I'm going to see if I can double that just so that more people have room to walk around, and it also allows me to provide, bring more inventory to show. Although my truck was full, so as things were bought, we would just bring things out. Thank you. One of my neighbors, vendor, this is what they do. She and her husband were at a 10-day event. I was like, I just couldn't imagine 10 days. But this is what they do. You know, this is, you know, they're of retirement age, and this is how they make their living. But I just can't imagine 10 days. But because I thought I was going to pass out after 2 days. But at least with 10, you don't have to worry about tearing it down every night. The animal print and this red and black buffalo check are nice and stiff. This black and white one, not so much, but we're going to make it work. We will make it work. So whose teams are, football teams are doing well so far? Anyone doing fantasy football? I joined the ESPN one, and I just let it, I think because I had an open house, I just let the computer pick my players. And so I think I am 2-3, I think, or maybe 2-2. I think I'm 2-3. I lost the first couple, but I won the last 2, so. Had to turn my fan on. It's a little warm down here, which is not always the case. Normally it's really cool. You guys know how much I'm not a fan of doing glue live, but I really want to do a couple of centerpieces on a live. But you guys have to promise that you won't be critical, because I only really make centerpieces for my own house, and my husband doesn't complain with my designs. So I'm going to venture out and see if I can buy some supplies to make. I know, Donna, normally it is cold down here, but today it was warm. So I had to turn the fan on. Probably tomorrow, because my husband has practice again, I'll come down and take inventory to see how many signs I have, how many work forms I have, to see if, you know, how much I need to buy this weekend, because I'm trying to be fiscally responsible and not just spend to be spending because I see something's cute. I only want to buy it, you know, if I know I need it. All right, we are almost done the bottom. I wish I'd had 1.5 of the buffalo check, but I only had the 2.5. So again, I'm using what I have. It's 2 more. And then I'll have to cut some mesh for the top layer. Oh, thank you. I don't know if you guys saw my post. My son had bought me a charging station and also solar panels for the station. But because it was cloudy and raining this weekend, I didn't do the solar panels, but I did use the charging station because I ran videos. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Came in handy. Definitely came in handy. All right, this is the last one for the bottom. Oh my goodness, I put it upside down. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, thank you. I'll show you the sign. I pulled them from the sign. So this is what we're working from today. Have yourself a merry little Christmas, and it has all of those colors in there. I probably could have even used like a cream or a tan color base, and I may even, because I think I have 2 more of these signs. So Nina, are you placing bets on that? All right, so here's our base, and I'm going to cut some more of the mesh so I can do the top. And we're cutting them at 34 inches. Let me move on the jump. John. Needed 6. Again, we're doing, if we have any latecomers, we're doing the Woodland Ruffle. So I'm just going to curl the ends 3 times. Use my, hi Margie, welcome. And then I'm going to roll this side 3 times, and then I'm just going to scrunch it up. To a nice little curl, and then head it right here. All right, do the same thing. I'm trying to make it so that you guys can see what I'm doing. remember that. Donna bought her Christmas wreath in the springtime. Just want to fluff that up. John, okay, let me just tell you, I think she told me she has 19 of my wreath. Well, she just bought another one, so that we might be at number 20. So I don't know, John. Donna, correct me. I don't know if I had the number right. I thought it was you said 19 the other day, but I think you just bought the witch's hat, so you might be at 20 wreaths. Oh, let me clarify. She said she bought 19 and she stole one because she came to visit last year, or maybe even the year before, and I had a Halloween boo wreath on my door and she took it without me knowing. So there's that. Thank you. We only had 6 for the top. The last 2. Rachel, I was telling the group that, you know, I make centerpieces for my own home, but I've never done one on a live. And so I'm going to try to venture out and see if I can do one on the live. Because again, I don't like to use the glue. Robin, thank you. I try not to use the glue on a live just in case something goes wrong. But, you know, I have to, what they say, faith it until you make it. I'm going to have to just step outside my comfort zone and see what happens. The worst can happen, I have to take it apart and redo it. So all right. This wreath is nice and full. All right. So then I'm just going to go ahead and finish off. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. And I'm going to crisscross the tails at the top. It's a little stiffer, but again, we got to work with what we have. Just crisscrossing so you got two little birds at the top. Oh, thank you. Cutting off the excess of the pipe cleaner, and I'm just doing a little crisscross with the tails. And then we just have to add the sign. I didn't staple the pipe cleaners on it yet. I hope I don't pronounce it incorrectly. Mariposa Flores. Thank you so much for watching. We are making a Christmas wreath. We took the colors from the sign because it has red and black buffalo check. It has the black and white buffalo check. And it also has a bit of animal print. So I included all three. And I use a base. I've combined some mesh, 10-inch mesh that was black with some red stripes and then a solid red. And I cut them at 34 inches. I'm having technical difficulties here. There we go. Operator error. All right. Almost done. If you're watching for the first time, thank you and welcome. Glad you could join us. Right, this is the last tail. All right. Donna, everyone can't be you and buy 3 for every season. But Christmas is coming. If you want to give a gift to a friend or a neighbor that needs to step up their game, this is it. All right, here you go. This is what we have. And so here is our sign. Just going to figure out where I'm going to put it. I think I'm going to put it at the bottom. All right, so thank you. So the sign has some wood on the strippings on the back. So what I'm going to do is just I'm going to attach my pipe cleaner to it. Thanks, Nina. All right, I apologize for the loud noise. Thanks, Robin. All right, 2 more. So again, I apologize for the noise. Okay. All right. So we're going to add this to the bottom. And then all we have to do is add our bow. Let's see what we got. Don't want to squish it down. Get it here. Fingers are fat. Can't get in there. Here we go. All right. Just got an alert. I don't know what that was. All right. The sign is on. And I think I'm just going to put, here's the bow that I made using the same ribbon. I'm just going to go ahead and trim the top first. Okay, will do. Everything's delayed, so I apologize. So I never know if you're seeing it, but thank you. All right, so we're going to attach it to the top. Maybe off to the side there. Yep. Sorry, my fingers are not fitting. All right, I'm just going to fluff up my bows. Some of my cubbies will be hanging out with Miss Lori from Hardworking Moms next weekend. I'm so jealous. I wish I could make it, but again, it's our anniversary, so I'll have to check next time to see if any husbands go. So at least if I was to go next time, my husband can hang out with the fellas while I get my craft on. I'm gonna do that one more time because I feel like that. Straight, much better. Oh, yes, that would be great. Well, I could suggest it, Rachel. That would be great. I think she says, though, part of the, if I'm not mistaken, part of the retreat, they will talk business. Because I thought Teresa asked if she should bring her laptop. So I think there is some business talk as well. All right. Here we have it. So just a recap of what I did. We use a Dollar Tree frame, and I use 2 different 10-inch mesh, one solid red, one black with red stripes, and I cut them at 34 inches. My tails were cut, thanks John, my tails were cut at 12 inches, and I alternated the buffalo, the red and black buffalo with the black and white buffalo with the animal print. I think the animal print gives it a little kick. But this is it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And we had no technical difficulties today. I'm so excited about that. Lori was able to help me figure out where the live button was since Facebook did their upgrade, so I was able to get on with no problem. But thank you so much. I probably won't have this up until this weekend because I need to take photos, and then I'll put it in my Etsy shop. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. You may or may not see me next Wednesday live. We will see whether or not my husband and I decide to take a little short road trip, or if we just hang out at the house. But either way, I will have a video, or you will see me live. So everyone be safe, enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you soon.